All of them are kind of standard maps, I should say. They're not weird like Double Gemini with the diagonals or Lakefront Property with a giant hole in the middle. River Drift is a really, really long corridor with two kind of jettisons at the end. We'll see Kykai starting out with Shelly and Donnie, Fauna starting off with the Crack-On, both sides kind of playing straight to the middle of the map, not really walling anything. This forge from Kykai, I'm curious about, is you've left three kind of spaces in the middle. You can't play Super Chump there. Curious as if they have if he has like an ink brush, maybe. Defending with a Splat Bomb, however, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Fauna is defending with her custom Splattershot Jr., so they're both attempting to kind of wall off each other. I'm actually kind of a fan of that Super Chump spot that Kykai just showed off. It would activate 2 special points, and so I think it could work. However, he has positioned himself very nicely to play Super Chump right off of this little jet. If he plays it, though, he's not going to. If he did, he would be able to infiltrate Fauna's base, getting past the blockade created by that splatter color screen, and he still has a chance to if he draws some sort of diagonal card. Instead, he's going to have the Gel Floor and Tentabrella combo around his special block, and there is the Power Clamp from Fauna shutting down that opening spot. Tentabrella, Gelaflor, also Eel Deal Fry with a potential Splatana Wiper, Snipe Rider, or Suction Bomb. However, I do not think you have enough space to play both Fry and Snipe Rider, so it looks like he's going to have to instead settle for either Mudmouth, I guess. I was going to say either the Suction Bomb or the Splatana Wiper. However, he's instead just going to simply play Mudmouth and use the Suction Bomb there. The Neo Splatana Stamper coming from Fauna. Both players very close, 4 points difference, and each have 5 special points. Kykai instead looking to try to break in with the Steel Eel. That's 4 special points. I'm not the biggest fan of the special attack here. I think it's a bit too early. You have chances to generate more special points. You've got 2 more here. You're only 1 point down. The Splatana Wiper Deco would not give him special points. He doesn't have a way to activate that bottom special point. The Steel Eel there would also not activate any special points, which is a bit frustrating. However, he is up by 2 special points currently, and so I think you can afford to take it, especially when you consider that he has the Splatana Wiper Deco to give him a 4th special point. To see what Fauna has in store. She has been kind of messy with the base building. There's 4 uncharged special blocks, and instead having to use a special attack just to activate your own specials. It's not the ideal thing to have to do. Kykai going to play the Splatana Wiper Deco, and then having Snipe Rider on the final turn. I don't know, unless Kykai has another 312, which I did not see. I suppose they're going to play Splatana Wiper Deco, end with 3 special points for the final turn. Fauna with 4 right now needs to honestly get a better special attack position. Right now, the closest one is in the middle left of the screen, where the custom Splattershot Jr. is played next to the screen. 104-86 was the final score of that game. I questioned Kaikai's opening at first, kind of how they had the, I guess, opening diagonal. They didn't really have anything to play there until I saw the super chump. I guess that is an advantage of running double 312. You can use one of them for a early game placement block. They are 12 points after all. We are going to be going on to square squared for this next match. It's literally just a 15 by 15 square. There's very little chance for base building because both players are easily able to just dart into the center of the map. The starting hand from Kaikai, I'm not the biggest fan. I very much like the gold dynamo roller though, as an opening. And we're going to see how Kaikai makes use of it here. Harmony is going to be overridden by the gold dynamo roller, though the Harmony itself is actually very nice in terms of being able to, I suppose, put pressure, being able to reach into the center of the map. Kaikai is looking for a space to play DJ Octavio. I feel like that placement right there is the best you're going to get. It's going to be overridden by the gold dynamo. However, it has served its purpose in reaching in to the right side of the map, and now Kaikai is going to turn his attention to the top of the map with the E leader placed where it is, where that special block is. You can play diagonally to it, and he will win the clash against the crack on played at the top. Both players have clashed all 3 turns so far, if I'm not mistaken. That's honestly not super rare for how square it is. Kaikai's looking to play Little Judd at the bottom, gain a special point, and potentially block Fauna from playing in that bottom section. However, we are going to clash for a 4th time with the ZF splatter scope, so Fauna will be able to make it to the left side of the map. Kaikai looking to play Splat Roller. It will activate the E leader special block if played adjacent to it. And for the first time, we will not clash as Fauna plays her Clash Blaster on the left side. Kaikai, once again, looking to generate more special points with these corner blocks. That's something I'm noticing. He's got Little Judd, S-Blast, all of those have a special block in a corner that you can simply place, and then you just generate the special point like that. You don't need other cards for it. It's simply just place it in a corner, you get the special point. So I'm noticing quite a bit of that. It's not a bad strategy. If it works, I mean, don't change it. We've got the mini Splatling. I wasn't able to see earlier. Does Kaikai play? He does play Fry on this deck as well, and it would synergize with it. However, you are leaving yourself open to a potential interruption from Fauna. It's still technically playable. You have the space for it. If I turn my head and look at it, you do have the space for the Eel Deal Fry or a custom Jet Squelcher. Either one of those would still fit in that spot where the mini Splatling was played. We'll have to see what Fauna does this turn. If she decides to go and play in that area, potentially block it off, or if she has to pass this turn because she has no other cards to play. The Splattershot Jr. will be overridden by the small Fry, and Kaikai will have the Eel Deal Fry perfectly available, perfectly slotting in for 2 more special points. And considering how the special point was just overridden last turn, Kaikai has a massive special lead and normal point lead going into these final 2 turns. It's looking really good for Kaikai right now. He's able to play both of his, we're going to see the resignation from Fauna right there. With 2 specials to play, Fauna being 18 points down, I agree, I don't see a way to win that match. So that will make the set 2-0 for Kykai in this best of 5. So one more win would guarantee the set for Kykai. This is our set point. And we are going to see Fauna's counter pick. Fauna does have the option of picking any map. She has not won on anything yet, so nothing is off limits, with the exception of box seats, of course, which is banned in Baby Jelly Cup. Okay. And as we go into the final map, Thunder Point, we're coming back here. I'm curious to see how these two will play. We've got Ouroboros and Inkbrush, a very interesting set of defensive and offensive tools for Kykai. Showing us the deck, I see Gnarly Eddie in there. Fauna leading off with a Zipcaster. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. While ZNF Splat Charger won't really be able to be played vertically, the Inkbrush Nouveau is able to infiltrate right next to the line of the Zipcaster, and the Crack-On is simply not going to have enough staying potential to fend off the Inkbrush. Kykai looking to play Big Man. Ouroboros Big Man is a combo that I have seen several times on this map. It's definitely one of the more popular ones. Fauna getting the E-Leader Scope. It will lose the Clash to the ZF Splat Charger. However, it has served its purpose. Fauna does have access to the left side of the map now. However, already being a 3-12 down, Kykai is in the base, and Kykai potentially making a mistake here, not playing his Big Man early enough to activate a base combo that he may have planned. Instead, being a bit greedy. However, Fauna will activate all 3 of Kaikai's special points here, as Kykai, with the Octo Brush as well, will have the potential to play it in a bunch of different spots. A spot right in the center of the map. It won't activate any special points except for Fauna's. However, it does work as a space taker on the right side of the map. He does also have the Sloshing Machine, which at first glance to me looks like it was supposed to be a part of the Big Man combo. However, since that's no longer on the table, it can probably just be played as a normal card. Kykai is going to play the Octo Brush and give Fauna a special point. I think he's got to be a bit careful about this, because he doesn't actually have the point lead right now, and only has the special point lead. If he gives up access to the right side of the map, he could actually be in a bit of trouble now that Fauna has actually taken the lead in terms of points. However, he is going to play his Gnarly Eddie, and that will give him a nice chunk of points, assuming it doesn't get clashed over. The Gold Dynamo will clash over and generate another special point for Fauna. Kykai now only left with the Tenatech. It does generate a special point for him, but he's 9 points behind right now, and is going to be even more behind thanks to this Clash Blaster Neo from Fauna. 1 special point down, 15 turf points down with 3 turns left. He's going to need multiple special points here with this Big Man. And the spot he's had it in before would be able to give him 2 special points. He could pass and then play a 3-12. This spot likewise would do the same. However, it wouldn't be as efficient in terms of turf coverage. Looks like he's debating on where to play. He does have the option to do a double 3-12 placement here. However, I do like this here, the triple splashdown. It is a perfect special placement. However, you now have to pass and give Fauna a chance to play over it. I would have preferred if he's instead delayed that placement to the final turn. Fauna now has 6 special points to Kaikai's 2. The Rapid Blaster. Special points. Kykai looking in with the splatter color screen, only 7 points up. With Fauna, with the 4 special points she has, will be able to greatly outnumber the special points Kykai has. And Fauna will somehow take it back to make it a 2-1 set over Kykai.
Hello, apologies about we're just doing a quick swap in. I believe I'll be commentating for a little bit here. Judging from this map, it has been a really solid game. Kykai has a couple of areas set up for himself, but really struggling to figure out where exactly he wants this Inkline's Tri-Strainer. And that spot works. That said, it kind of puts him into a burst bomb situation where he can't really get that Tri-Strainer going at all. Relatively risky and awkward setup. I feel like the Forge would ultimately be a bit better. But we might be in a position where, like, he's probably got bigger cards that he's looking to put there. Makes the wild decision to toss his Ultra Stamp. I guess he is confident that he's not going to need two 312s in this situation. We'll have to see if that's going to remain true. Fauna currently holding on to a 13-point lead. We do shorten that gap a little bit with this play, but it's still a notable lead. Both are even on special. And Kykai is feeling pressure to do something. I don't This is a really expensive, inefficient play. No matter what he does, I don't feel like there's anything that's... I don't know, there's some spots. I saw a spot earlier in somewhere around there that would definitely work out. It would give Fauna a lot of special, though. Which he does not want to do right now. But it might be one of his better places. I worry that he is just... He might be running out of steam here. Three seconds left on the clock. He does set himself up with the lead with that tri-strainer. Manages to prevent Fauna from getting a special there. Forge gets points here, but unless he's got something to perfectly fit into that puzzle piece, he's not really getting much out of it aside from points. Granted, points are very valuable. 3 turns left. We are choosing to pass in this detrimental position. And I can imagine Fauna is, especially with that special block that was dropped right in the middle of the, or that was cozy in the incline spot. Yeah, easily punished in that situation with essentially a free little judge. That will fit a lot more snug. He's still waiting for that bomb, and he has yet to get it. A crucial combo piece. And he does finally get the draw that he was looking for, that splatling to fit right into this combo. But unfortunately, yeah, this is feeling like a too little, too late situation. Fauna could play another combo piece, get one special. That's all she needs. Manages to just barely hold on to the lead. We might actually have something here if Kai can find the perfect 3-12 combo. Oh, that is such a good Zipcaster. He might have this. Don't look. Just place it. Just place it, dude. Just place it. That is perfect. There is no reason to choose anywhere else, and he has to hope that Fauna does not have anything equally strong. It's really close. I think he has it, but no, she just barely holds on. Anyways, back to Pinon with the commentary.
Alright, thank you for covering me for there. I was spectating from the other side of the map after I got back. And yes, Fauna did have 2 off of a perfect special 3-12. And so we will take this to a game 5. Kykai is able to pick any match that he has not won on yet. Those being everything except the River Drift. I believe he already won on Square Squared, however. So, alright. Alright, as we reset here, so the rules of the set mean that whoever, once you have won a map in a set, you are not able to replay that map unless the opponent allows for it. And since Kykai had already won on Square Squared, Square Squared isn't a valid choice unless Fauna allowed for it. In which case, we didn't have her approval. However, she is saying that instead we can go ahead and play on Square Squared. So, I suppose we will instead be going back to Square Squared. for Game 5 of this set. Kykai with not the most favorable starting hand, and getting much the same cards. The Steel Eel is the same. The Eel Eater is actually still a nice card because it allows for, I guess, a longer reach. DJ Octavio, the card he played last time on turn 2 as well, will be played again, it looks like. The question is where. If he moves it down from 1, he could play it so that it kind of hooks around Fauna's special block. However, he's not seeing it. And so instead is going to play the E-Leader 4K. I do not like this play because now I don't think there's a place for DJ Octavio to be played at all. I am mistaken. There is a place where it can be played. However, I'm not seeing it right away. So he is instead going to play Flat Roller, opting to try to continue to loop around the top side or play in the middle. I personally would prefer if he instead kept pushing around either the bottom or the top side. Taking as much space as you can on this map is crucial, and trying to like play in the center or I guess trying to defend and not really gain any ground doesn't really work that well on this map. Kykai will win the clash against the Ink Line, does have the option to play DJ Octavio. I believe it can be played in that top left corner. He has the Eel Deal Fry, which would work, but the Dynamo Roller, the Gold Dynamo Roller specifically, will disallow that, and now DJ Octavio cannot be played anymore. Kykai does have a potential play, instead opting to play the mini Splatling on the right side of the map. I do like that play a lot more, simply because it allows for him to have more reach, have more range on the map. He could have played it in the Fry, the Eel Deal Fry spot, however it would have also given Fauna a special point, which would not have been great in this position, considering that Fauna is technically still in the lead point-wise. Kykai with the Dapple Dualies Nouveau, I do not see any place for this to generate special points. Unless he has Tenatech or Sprinkler or something, I don't see how this would benefit him in the moment, especially considering that DJ Octavio is not able to be played, so you can't even play it to combo off of DJ Octavio. Fauna will play Clash Buster Neo, activating her own special point. Kykai getting very lucky with the Dynamo Roller here. If played all the way to the left, he could use it to activate Small Fry instead, trying to go for a greedy pick, and it will pay off as he wins the clash against Krakon. Now, with the Splatana Wiper Deco, he will be able to get 2 more special points. He's 2 points in the lead right now, and does have some plays going into the final 3 turns. I'm curious to see what Fauna has in store. Playing her own Small Fry, getting a special point, 4 points down, 1 special point back. Little Judd for Kykai means that he's able to get yet another special point, but will instead play Little Judd to get 2 special points. I'm not too sure I see the benefit of getting 7 special points as opposed to 6 here, especially since Kykai does run double 312. You really only need 6, and that Little Judd would have been perfect. Fauna going to play a special attack, get 2 special points back, will be 1 point down. However, I do not see a way for her to come back with all of the special points Kykai has amassed, especially knowing he's going to be able to use a double 312 or play a devastating DJ Octavio right there. It was playable for a brief moment. We're going to see if Kykai can find the spot again. Right there, he wouldn't be able to get any other special points with it. I do think the double 312 is the better option right now,